Back in September, the Titans lost an instant classic in their first matchup against the Snowhawks. Can Portland finish the sweep? Find out next on Madden Football.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and the rankings, they don't matter to him very much, but I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish #1, including himself.
The numbers on the ground for ETN last week.
Very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Here's a give to ETN.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. The same target, same result. It's Kittle.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Lawrence giving to ETN here on the option.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
The quick slant caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Travis Etienne
with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the Snowhawks march it right down the field on their opening drive to take the early lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
Now the first carry for Bush. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Let's go!
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They'll come up now on second and a yard. A give. This is Bush. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago: 20 carries, 130 yards.
And give him a ton of credit. He's running the ball really well. But I look at those guys up front. That unit is truly playing as just that. Every move that they make, their teammate understands what that move means and what they need to do. And right now, they're starting to grind it out pretty well.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevens.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. You know, their defensive side did that. But he's already taking them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We got you. Now we got first and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch, counter punch, and this could be setting the table for quite the game.
I like that. Let's go ahead and put it in the boxing ring, right? You're going to get hit sometimes. Can you respond and hit back? And they're trying to do exactly that.
Throw left side complete. That's Bush. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get only a yard there. Now it's into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Santos with the extra point.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence. It's complete to Diggs. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Oh, good move. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
The 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Running out of the gun with ETN.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Left side caught by Diggs. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Throwing again on second down. Lawrence completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Travis Etienne with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Snowhawks have taken the lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Back to throw. Turner. He's going to have the hook up to Gage.
Let's go.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They'll run it with Bush.
And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. On the run, it's Bush. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Turner. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Santos' kick is up and through.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Lawrence.
He finds his man, complete. It's Wise. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd and inches,
Lawrence. He'll get that underneath Etienne.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. He'll drop that underneath to ETN.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And just like that, it's third down.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And Diggs has it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 46. Sanders' kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you walk the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevens. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it'll be a turnover. This is going the other way. They came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. From the 2 now, second and goal.
Robinson.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be third and goal. They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense tried to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You kind of walk through a defense and score. Not so fast, not in this case.
And trying to shake free, but ETN cannot. The defense will stop him short.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting. And
he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Travis Etienne
with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year.
And the Snowhawks take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Turner on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off play action. Turner. Throw left side complete. That's Bush. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it? That wasn't 4th and inches, was it?
No, I mean, you get in those situations, 4th and 3, 4th and 4, that's a lot to, what would you say, a lot of pizza left in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down. All right, this is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
To throw is Turner. To throw on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bush.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time on the catch and run. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. This is Bush. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Turner. This is caught. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Try to punch it across with Bush. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Titans have made this a one-score game. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the 3rd, and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that. And guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. From the 45 on 2nd down, Lawrence looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 43. Lawrence will throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Wise. Touchdown! A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Snowhawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in the Rose City of Portland, Oregon. Well, the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. This will be fielded inside to 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now Turner throwing on first down. And this is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Santos with the extra point. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 60 yards for him on the ground now and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. Now Lawrence on first down. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Lawrence's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Lawrence. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. From the 39, Lawrence. He's got the hook up with Diggs. Touchdown! Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Snowhawks are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Sanders on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. 5 plays there on that drive. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A big play there on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Looking to throw. Turner. He finds his man. Complete. It's Bush. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And the Titans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
1st and goal, Bush. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Turner got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Russell Gage with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got it.
There he goes left side, and all the way in for the touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Snowhawks are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
So now the Titans down on the scoreboard. 2:25 remaining. A crushing loss to their playoff chances on the horizon, barring a huge turnaround here, starting with 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
The throw down the field caught by his running back. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Turner now on 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bush.
And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll look to throw again. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Titans have made this a one-score game. Santos with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking you're
taking it right down Broadway. Past the 20. Touchdown.
Travis Etienne.
66 yards.
And the Snowhawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And here's Turner on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Hansen. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play. This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Back to throw again. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And he is going to be stopped here for no gain. And that is going to be the final play of this football game.